Okay, the beam drill hole, that's a big hole there, that's 1.5 inches. That's a lot more wood than these little ones. Nice. That's my favorite. Man, that thing really drills. It really goes. So we'll finish off the test with the cordless. I'm going to use the cordless drill. They're not the most powerful, but it is a pretty true representation of what most of us are going to drill a hole with. They're going to grab our cordless drill and drill it. This is a 18-volt DeWalt. It's not the super high-speed lithium-I, but still representative. I got a 1-inch auger bit, traditional bit there, and I'm going to call this the John Henry test. Do you know who John Henry was? John Henry was a steel driving man. On your mark, get set, go. Let me get a new battery. Take 3. On your mark, get set, go. John Henry's looking pretty good about now, huh? See some smoke. We're gonna need a bigger drill. We can all be quite confident that the Milwaukee Magnum is not going to have a problem twisting this bit. These drills, I think these drills are pretty much the gold standard for corded drills. They are really nice. They'll twist your arm off. That's why they got that handle there on the side. Okay, let me get a cord and we'll continue with the John Henry test. Going the right way. All right, on your mark, get set, go. Well, it's not looking so good for John Henry, is it? This really highlights several things here. There's a lot to talk about here. The holes are beautiful. We use the same bit. We should expect it. Nice, clean holes. But what that highlights is that's a difference between that bit that I use for this 1.5 inches. That's a vintage, probably 1950s bit, high quality Milwaukee, best of the best. Just things I don't even know if you can buy one that good anymore today. I don't think so. This here, the 1-inch hole, using the traditional, and this is not a cheap bit, this is what you're going to buy today at Home Depot. No cutters on it, cost saving measure, just quick and dirty. That's what you get, and look at the results. Yes, it drilled a really fast hole. However, are you proud of that? Would you want that on something that you had put blood, sweat, and tears into? Would you be satisfied to have that type of a finish on a hole? Or would you prefer to have something like this? And you know, right here, yeah, of course, the cordless drill wasn't powerful enough to do it. It didn't get through there. We have it just destroyed the wood, the raggedy edges. I'm not saying for a moment that these old tools can replace the modern day electric tools that a modern day tradesman's going to use. Absolutely not. What I am trying to say, though, is that with these conveniences and with this speed and a lot of the poor quality aspects of many of the things we get, this is typical. Yeah, I got a hole through the wood. How proud are you of that? And then all of the issues and the drama that took place getting it into is something that's what speed brings. It always comes. What I'm talking about with this old stuff is for the guy that's, you know, you're working on your project and you're not on the clock. You're doing something, maybe you're making your wife a beautiful end table, or maybe you're making a bed for your family, or a coffee table, or a dining room table, and you've put a lot of time and effort into things. Is that what you want? Something like that? So having these old tools and being able to use them, is that not still relevant? That'd be nicer. And how's the experience of drilling this hole or this one versus the other one with the drill? And this, I think, is really I have run into this. Getting in a hurry, all these tools that save time and effort. But the funny thing about it is that I'm just now kind of realizing as I'm talking about this, is that this was frustrating to me. First off, I had to go find a cord, then I had to untangle it, then I had to plug it in, and then I had to go through this process, and it was not an enjoyable process. It was not a peaceful process. And then there's the tension and the drama of using that big powerful drill and trying not to come around and hit you or hurt your arm or something. And with the speed, you lose the quality. And yeah, it didn't work out, but that's what could happen. You think, okay, I'm going to drill a hole, grab my cordless drill, and you put it on there. It doesn't have a charge. It doesn't have enough battery. And then you tear this out, and then you start scrambling, and you're changing drills. And look at that. And I'm not some noob that's never drilled holes before. I know how to do it as well as the next guy. But I think that's interesting, don't you? I think there's just I think there's a lesson in that. Very interesting. But this right here. But maybe the key is a combination of the old with the new. That's from the old bit, that old beautiful Milwaukee bit that works just the same with the new electric drill as it does with the old beam drill. That's 200 years technology and current technology. Right there. Faster? Yeah, it's faster, but more expensive? Yeah. You need cord, you need power. If you're working out in the field, you need to buy a generator that comes with that. So they're trade-offs. It's all about trade-offs. So to see these beautiful vintage tools in action and how they actually work, properly maintained and sharpened, they're totally relevant, and they're a real pleasure and a joy to use. All right, let's close this series with the Manly Manners. Manly Manners. We'll get the official Wranglerstar Manly Manners book out. Published 1913. Manly Manners. Don't make up your mind to a mother-in-law difficulty. If you take her the right way, you will probably find your mother-in-law not only a charming woman, but one of your best friends. I think that's absolutely true. We have, watching media and everything, we always hear the horror stories about mother-in-laws, and we automatically come into a marriage thinking that we've got to engage in combat with our wives' mother. But that's not the case. I am very blessed to have a very charming, delightful mother-in-law that I enjoy spending time with very much, as well as my father-in-law. So I can't wait to see you guys this Christmas, Vince and Shustin. And also, Mrs. Wranglerstar's parents are faithful subscribers and watchers of the channel. We haven't really given them a shout out before, but we'll see you in December.